One of the breaking news making rounds on social media is the video of Mr. Patrick of a supposed growing advert company negotiating with fraudsters on the laundering of millions of money via the company. Report from social media states that the video was a leak shared from an unknown account with no traces at all. The Federal Money Laundering and Fraud Units has launched an arrest for Mr. Patrick and all those involved in the money laundering activities. Mr. Patrick has been said to have done this without the knowledge of the chairman of the company. We have been able to connect to the chairman. We will now talk to him. Mr. Chairman, thank you for coming to our news show this morning. Mr. Chairman, what do you have to say about this situation in your company?
First of all, let me say this to the general public that my company is dissociated from all activities of Mr. Patrick. My company has nothing to do with laundering of funds for fraudsters. Mr. Patrick and his cohort acted on their own accord. My company will never engage in fraudulent activities. I am personally happy to help with the investigation of this crime activity by Mr. Patrick. Other staff are also happy to answer questions. We uphold diligence and uprightness in our company and we do not condone such activities. Mr. Patrick and his subordinates will face the law accordingly.
Thank you, Chairman, for joining us. Now we will move to other aspect of the news. The federal government has confirmed the release of relief funds for all youths in the country worth about $5 million each for each youth to support themselves. The disbursement of funds will.
Mr. Patrick, we received intelligent information on your wanting to escape from the country. No, I am just here to see a friend. I am not trying to escape. To see a friend with a packed suitcase. Anyways, my name is Lewis from the Federal Anti-Money Laundering and Fraud Units. You are under arrest, Mr. Patrick. It is better for you to remain silent. Whatever you say will be used against you in the court of law. Now move. If you try to make any unreasonable move, my men are around to pin you down, so be wise and act as you are told. Okay.
Rachel, I saw your message. I had to rush down to the lab quickly. Now I need to get back before the matron notices that I am no longer in the ward. Victoria, I did the pregnancy test from your blood sample that I took. It is negative. How can? But for 2 days now, I have been having symptoms. But, you also confirmed that the urine test was also negative. You are not pregnant, Victoria. But my period is also missing, or is it late? Oh, it may be late then. You are a nurse, Victoria. I don't have to lecture you about pregnancy. But do me a favor, Rachel. Can you put positive in the lab report? Victoria. That is strongly against the ethics of this medical center. I cannot do that. It can take me to jail. Come on, Rachel. You can always claim it was an error. An error. It can stain my record forever and no lab will hire me. This medical center is the best in town. I don't want to lose my integrity. But remember, I gave you the connection to get in here. I referred you, or have you forgotten so soon? I know, Victoria, and I was grateful when you did, but this is not right. Really? This is how you will pay me back? Okay, what if I give you 1 million in cash? 1 million cash? Yes.
John, I am just coming in. I have heard the news about Patrick's arrest. Why is everyone here at the conference room? The chairman is around. He has called an urgent meeting to address the issue. Really? That was shocking news. So there was a laundering and illicit activities going on in this company, and some of us do not know? I knew there was more to the illicit affairs between Patrick and Sarah. No wonder they were so close. But so far, only Patrick and some of the guys in finance have been indicted in this crime. Sarah's name never came up. Why was she arrested in the first place? I heard Patrick used the chairman to illegally arrest Sarah just to cover up his ends. He just signed a new money laundering deals, and Sarah was about to ruin it for him. I hope she will be released, now that it is clear and she is not yet indicted in the crime. Why do you feel for her? She never liked you. Well, I don't hate her. She just liked to work herself up. I was never in competition with her, but I must confess she really troubled my emotions. The worst is we are getting notions that there may be withdrawal of contracts. Nobody wants to be associated with a company labeled with money laundering. But the chairman has dissociated the company from the issue. I heard B&B is one of those that wants to withdraw its just awarded contract. Well, I guess everyone has to protect their business. You don't seem perturbed. It is B&B, Robert, the same contract that got you depressed? Never mind, John. Let us discuss something else. Well, did you hear Susan is out? She was here 2 days ago. Susan is out? Really? Yes, she went straight to Patrick's office and disappeared. I have to look for her. You should. I remember you both were office friends. Let us settle down. I can hear the chairman coming. Susan, how come I didn't know firsthand that you are out?
That is because I am busy settling some issues.
Like settling scores with Patrick? There is a rumor that you released the tape indicting him of laundering money for fraudster.
Maybe I did, but Sarah gave me all the details. It was time to put Patrick behind bar for all the pain he caused me.
This is a revenge from you and Sarah?
My dear friend Robert, you're right, but keep this information to yourself.
Okay, you can always trust me. Susan, I really missed you at the office. I had no friend to chat with, you know.
But you stopped coming to visit me.
I am sorry, Susan. I had lots of trouble meeting up at work, and I was almost losing my job. Then the B&B contract came and I almost got depressed. I am pissed off with the B&B contract because it has cost me a lot.
Cost you your wife, right? Because the son of the owner, Benjamin, is sleeping with your wife.
How did you know that?
Good that you know already, but I have to let you know that there is a tape, Robert, a sex tape of your wife and Benjamin.
What?
Yes, what you don't know is that all this issue between Sarah and Patrick started with you.
How does it concern me?
Sarah knew about your wife and Benjamin's affair. She planted a camera in the room and got a sex tape of them. She was going to use that to create a scandal for you, a scandal that you pushed your wife to sleep with Benjamin in order to win the B&B contract.
What?
But the plan didn't go well with Patrick. Patrick thinks it will disrupt the company, especially his money laundering activities and illicit gains, if the company goes down. And of course such scandal that Sarah is trying to create for you can ruin the company.
Susan, I got to know about my wife and Benjamin very recently. I was shocked. I am more shocked now, because I did not know there's a sex tape. Oh my God, Helen wants to ruin me completely.
In fact, you are lucky Sarah and Patrick had an issue. The sex tape was Sarah's tool to ruin you. She would have released it to the public. Well, Sarah was pissed with Patrick's swift betrayal and realized he is the main enemy and not you. Well, she is sorry. Hopefully she gets to apologize to you.
All this while I thought their issue does not concern me at all, not knowing that I was at the center of it all. Susan, do you have the tape here?
I do, but if you watch it, it may worsen the situation. I am going to destroy it and I hope you find peace with your wife.
What if Sarah has other copies?
She promised there is no other. She was clear on that and she knows too well not to lie to me.
Susan, I have been so miserable since I found out. Helen has been so gullible. I don't know why she allowed herself to be used that way. My wife has really changed.
Robert, if you love your wife so much, I will advise you try to amend the situation. I wish you well.
Thank you, Susan. You are a good friend.